I will read some poems from a forthcoming book called Autocinema, which in Spanish refers, this specific term refers to what is called in English drive-in theaters, the cinemas which you watch your movie in your car. But in Spanish it has awakes another connotation, which is like the cinema of yourself. It's basically like a cinema of the mind. The translations were made by the Mark Weiss, an excellent New York poet. The first one is called Todd Browning Looks at a Drop of Holy Water Through a Microscope. And Todd Browning, of course, he's the director of Dracula and of this marvelous film called Freaks. The collapse of the White Cathedral. An endless procession of deformed, sick, mutilated archangels passes before me. Their fingers reach to touch me. I was witness to Lucifer's fall into the frozen river of the eye. The unusual perfection of the shadow of a dwarf descends the worn-out marble steps. A strand of an albino's hair illuminates the empty sanatorium. The ventriloquist voice sprouts from the beak of the stuffed starling, black numbers on a red thread. The Virgin impales a butterfly on a long pin. Slower and slower the amber flutters. I looked upon the face of light and it was deformed. That's how I came to understand that deformity was holiness. Film seen in a Wunderkabinet made by Ulrich Baumgarten. The collector's cabinet as nocturnal city. The traveler will always arrive at flood tide and the austral hour. A bird is watching you from every parapet. Architecture a somber proportion. A bottle of February's rainwater shelters in the niche. A chunk of red coral glints in the temple staircase. Is it music that seeps from the edge of the obelisk? It is another form of time. Beneath the reef's diaphanous vertebrae, the sleeping hand traces a circle within another circle. No constellation breaks the ebony night. But the gold key burns in the final door. Through a crack, you discover a sea snail striped like an Amoy tiger, the soft roar of the sea. Film seen in a piano key. The glazed murmur of the archipelago, remembering the names of lost cities. The red first letter of each name seen in the act of vanishing. Thus, the disappearance of the bridge, column, cupola, almost transparent, like a snake's eyelid. The temple shakes beneath a yellow leaf. Music in the depths of a submerged pavilion. The tooth of the moon has sunk. The orchestra pauses. The singer intones a secret to the stone. A crack in the bone's splendor. The note will last forever if anyone dares to awaken it. I would like to read this in Spanish, just for the music in it. Filme visto en una tecla de piano, el rumor vidriado del archipiélago, recordar los nombres de las ciudades perdidas, presenciada en el acto de desvanecerse la roja inicial de cada nombre, así la desaparición del puente, de la columna, de la cúpula, casi transparente como párpado de culebra. El templo vibra bajo una hoja amarilla. En el fondo del pabellón sumergido, música. Se hunde el diente de la luna. Pausa de la orquesta. El cantante vierte un secreto al oído de una piedra. En el resplandor del hueso, la grieta. Si alguien se atreviera a despertarla, la nota durará eternamente. The next one is called Seijun Suzuki. Seijun Suzuki is a Japanese film director, and this one is based on based on his whole work, but it refers specifically to a film called Pistol Opera. Seijun Suzuki looks through the barrel of a 45. 100 eyes, snake belly, 0 are names of hitmen. Confronting the death of a petal, the world remains silent. We didn't know that black cloud could be at once so many colors. Lovely and sad, like the fugitive memory of a previous life. The artist's head falls from his shoulders at every moment. But it doesn't matter, because like him, the river smiles sweetly. A speck of red light floats on each leaf of a tree, each pebble in the path, each shadow in the temple. It rests now on his forehead. It means that his time has come. The weapons become grenadine in the murderer's hand. Words become mirror color on the poet's tongues. An intolerable brightness beams from the eyes of a stray cat, consuming everything in his path. I call it beauty. And I will end by reading some very short poems from a book called Notes from the Land of Z. This is a collection of poems, 61 poems, loosely based on the work of a New York musician. His name is John Zorn. He's a sax player and also a composer, and he has a very vast and very wide work. And these are poems loosely based on his work. And also the translations were made by Mark Weiss. And you have to mind that, of course, I write in Spanish, and with the help of some friends that like these poems, these are converted into English. So, the eye opened the cages of each of its beasts. The eyelid trembles. This is the theater called vision. El ojo abre las jaulas de cada una de sus fieras. El párpado tiembla. El teatro se llama visión. In the half-lit room of the closed museum, the flag completes a secret journey from the eyelid of Christ to the luminous brow of Venus. En la sala en penumbra del museo cerrado, la mosca realiza un viaje secreto del párpado de Cristo a la frente luminosa de Venus. Locked shot, lost key, memory. Candado cerrado, llave perdida, memoria. Exploring the empty canary cage, you discover a mirror. Your damp gaze watching you from the back of the cage. Al examinar la jaula vacía del canario, hallas un espejito. Encuentras tu mirada húmeda observándote desde el fondo de la jaula. The root of the willow grazes a rock. Sound of a bell. La raíz del sauce toca una piedra. El sonido de una campana. Cada perla refleja el fuego entero, collar sin hilo, el alma. Each pearl reflects the whole flame, the soul, a necklace without a string. The sound of the wave is broken within the rock that you lift from the shore, pull close to your face and hurl as far as you can towards the sound of the wave. El sonido de la ola se rompe dentro de la piedra que levantas de la orilla, que acercas a tu cara, que arrojas lo más lejos que puedes hacia el sonido de la ola. Poesía, cuchara sucia. Poetry's a dirty spoon. Thank you.